Got a little project going here, cleaning up this rusty gas tank for the John Deere here. It's famous for these old gas tanks to get rusty, and these fuel filters clog up because the rust keeps falling in from the tank, so you got to keep cleaning them. So I figured I'd just do it all in one shot and kind of get all this rust out of here and clean it up. Turns out this gas tank, pretty sure you guys can't hear that, but this gas tank was actually really rusty on the inside. I mean, as I'm doing this with that little bit of gas that's in there, I can see and hear that rust floating around in here. And this peacock down here kept getting clogged up as I was trying to drain it right here, because that rust keeps falling on in there. So that's part of the problem. And then it would stop giving so much fuel to the fuel filter, and the fuel filter would stop filling up. So the engine would just and then on top of that, that old battery wasn't working too well. So if you were down there on a hill and the motor stopped and the battery was dead, you'd be kind of screwed and have to tow it all the way back to the truck to get a jump. So I charged that up overnight, so that's ready to roll. So we'll start tapping this gas tank and getting that old stuff out of there and see what happens. Alright, so here we go. Gonna grab this 2x4 here and start tapping some of this rust out of here. This is one awfully big 2x4. Let me see if I can find a different one. Grab a 2x4, rubber mallet. Let's get to it. The goal here is not to hit the gas tank too hard, because obviously with these old ones, I know you can't really dent them, but you want to take any chances. Take it and tap on it. Give it a little of what one of my guys calls it, vibration therapy. Alright, so far we've tapped it out pretty good. about my comfort level. You can really hear it now. Woo. You can really hear that rust. I know you guys can't see that, but right in this corner down here, on the left side, there's all kinds of rust sitting down there in that tank. So what I'm going to do is I'll take this gas, just pour some of it in here. It's going to leak. I got a tarp down here. Stick this and put a little bit in there. Take it like this and just kind of swish it back and forth with the gas. Obviously you don't want to use water in the gas tank. That's probably the dumbest idea. You'll do this here. It's just filthy. Keep swishing it back and forth here. Flip it over. Do the same thing on this side. I'm going to go ahead and start shaking it out down here. We'll go ahead and do the same thing. Now this is the old gas from the tank before, so no worries. A little bit of it here, and make sure you have a tarp or some sort of absorbent on the bottom of where you're doing this. I wouldn't recommend doing it on the lawn, of course. I wouldn't. Just go ahead and shake it out. Same thing. Alright. So there's that. Now let's grab ourselves a pliers. Let's go ahead and remove this peacock here, or the valve stem, as most of you guys will know it as. Very gently, you do not want to break this. Take your time. Don't break it too hard. Go ahead and unscrew that. Alright. Just gonna blow out the stem that's there. Make sure there's no dirt in there. Make sure it's still in good working order. It's a little bent down here, but it'll still do. Set that aside. Let's do it one more time. Still a little bit of rust floating around in there, so we'll just take this, fill it up to about yay high. Just kind of swish it around the back. I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of rust in this tank. There's all kinds of sand. This process may take a while depending on how old the gas tank is. This one should be about 20 years old or so. All you can really do is keep adding gas and let it all pour out for the final end. And make sure you guys keep something under it, like I keep saying, because it's the utmost importance. I don't want nobody getting blown up for watching my videos, so lean it back and forth and get that rust coming through the hole. You know, this more simple approach would be to just flat out replace the gas tank with a plastic one, of course. Alrighty, looks about good. Now let's looks good, doesn't sound too good though. A lot of rocks and stuff inside of this tank. Shake it out real good and get that stuff out of there. Get all the rust out of there you can. Alright. Now it's not completely clean, but it's acceptable enough to where you should be able to use it. Now make sure after you do this you replace the fuel filter on your mower, because a lot of the more rust will get into the fuel filter after a while, but a majority of it has been shaken out, so no worries there. But let's get this attached and see how she runs. Just a little side note quick. This is the old fuel filter right here. See how that rust in the bottom of here? That's from the gas tank. That's what those old rusty metal ones will do. Okay? And then here's the new one. Nice and clean. And here's the old one. So I'm going to swap these out quick. I took the fuel shutoff valve completely apart from it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this, then the main line running from the gas tank through this right to the carburetor. So we'll see what happens.
Reeling.
Alright, so we're going to start her up. Got the battery charged. New air filter. Got the gas tank back on. Make sure this is filling up somewhat. Make sure these clamps aren't on too tight. Won't run very good with that. So as she runs. So, looks like we got it running. We're going to let it sit for a minute and let the gas kind of drip into there. Once that fills up, we should be good to go. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and look forward to more videos.